heavy, and you know, with the amateur pedigree David Price got, to get him back in there, get him in the mix and get him involved in some exciting fights. So let's have a look at how he looks now in this return. A bit of controversy over his losses, which we spoke about earlier with the drugs cheats in his previous fight. So you can sort of put a bit of a doubt on them losses, or put a reason or an excuse behind them. He needs to put that behind him, draw a line under it, and just move forward now of his career.
Well, ladies and gentlemen, in attendance here at ringside, and a very warm welcome to you, the viewers, joining us live on Sky Sports. This is day number 2 of Matchroom Boxing's Bank Holiday Extravaganza. Eddie Hearn very proud to bring you the real-life Rocky story. We're in Goodison Park, Liverpool. We're sponsored by Dafabet, by JD Sports, by StubHub, and by WeBuyAnyHouse.com. We're live and exclusive on Sky Sports Fight Night. And this is 8 3-minute rounds, an international heavyweight contest. On the bell, our timekeeper, Jamie Kirkpatrick. Referee for this one from Fleetwood, star referee, Mr. Steve Gray. Introducing in the red corner, wearing grey shorts with red and blue, on the scales at 17 stone and 2 ounces. From 11 contests, he has 9 wins, with 8 of those wins inside the distance, only 2 defeats. From Pejsar, Czech Republic, Vaclav Pejsar. And in the blue corner, wearing the red shorts with gold, weighing in at 19 stone 5 pounds, from 22 contests, 19 wins, 16 wins inside the scheduled distance. Former English champion, former British champion, former Commonwealth champion. Ladies and gentlemen, making a welcome return to his hometown of Liverpool, it's David Price.
Okay, boys, if a cold break, you take 1 step back. Don't let any of the punches go around the back of the head, and protect yourselves at all times. Touch gloves. Good luck, lads.
So a very warm welcome on this balmy spring-turning summer evening here in Liverpool. A fascinating heavyweight picture, of course, unfolding with Tyson Fury's massive win late last autumn in Germany, Anthony Joshua's rise to IBF King, David Hayes' comeback, Dylan White, Derek Chisora, and this man, David Price, all in the domestic mix. What price would you put on this man, Price, becoming a lead contender again? He's got the power. Has he got the chin, the stamina, the mental resolve to come back and come again? He's in with Vaclav Pejsar, who's won 9 of 11, a visitor from the Czech Republic, and you can see the differences in height and reach. And Price weighing heavy at 19.5, which Carl Dave Colwell tells me he believes is the right sort of weight for him, that he's carved himself down too much to the 17, 18 stones, and that this is where he should be. Agree?
I do agree, and when I heard he was so heavy, or heavier than what he usually is, I thought I was going to see quite a lot of flesh around his midriff, his love handles, round his torso, but no, he's looking in good enough shape. I mean, Tyson Fury, one of the other heavyweights, he never looks really ripped and taut to the bone, but he always performs. He's a 12-round fighter, and he's very fit and capable. So I think David Price is comfortable in his weight, and he started well here. I wanted to see him come out behind the jab, sharp jab, which he's got. And you mentioned about the capabilities of stepping up to heavyweight world title level, and the first thing he said was chin, and that's the big question mark on David Price. That's the big concern for me. So if he can't really take a shot, he needs to keep it out of the way. The best chin in the business, Adam, is the one that doesn't get hit, and there's many fighters that keep it out of the way throughout the 12-round world title contest.
Exactly what Emmanuel Stewart, rebuilding Vladimir Klitschko, had to do after he was ripped apart by Corey Sanders. Down 11 times early in his career, and Emmanuel Stewart found the strategy away, a little bit like he did with Lennox Lewis, to keep the jab long, keep out of trouble, and utilize those major physical advantages. Price now with the excellent Dave Colwell, and being backed by the Sauerlands. So there's still a real belief in him. At 32, good uppercut, that was a sweet shot. He's staggering and in trouble, the security guard from the Czech Republic. He's lost 2 on points, never been stopped, but he's never, I would suspect, been hit like that.
Great shot, and he's staying with him, Price. He's not doing anything reckless, he's having a look. Great uppercut.
The perfect punch against the stocky, smaller man, and Price picked it to perfection. And when you can hit like that, Carl, you are dangerous at whatever level.
Exactly, and he's very big, he's got a lot of weight behind them shots, but that was a crisp, accurate uppercut on his back foot. And we saw the damage, and I think if he hits anybody with that shot, it's going to have an effect, so that's what we want to see.
Tries it again, and a right hand round the top. They're swelling under the eye of Pejsar, and what a start for David Price.
Well, he was doing everything right here. He's been using his jab. I mean, the uppercut there, it just slipped in nicely under the bit of a cumbersome, was it a jab or was it a rangefinder as he moved forward? I mean, he made a mistake there, Pejsar. He stepped forward with his arm pretty much not doing anything, not really committed. He was throwing a left hook, and it did sort of just connect. There was nothing on it, but the uppercut was perfectly timed. It was accurate, and it was obviously delivered with a lot of power. And impressive shot. I mean, we've got to just say the level of opposition he's in the front against. I mean, a security guard by night. He probably doesn't take the sport as serious as he should be, but this is a fight that David Price needs, and this is what we expect to see on his comeback fight.
Yep, never fought out of the Czech Republic. And his early wins there, we suspect at a very easy level, but can only beat what's put in front of you. Second round here of 8. Liverpool's David Price, the 32-year-old. He's got 19 wins against those 3 defeats, the 2 losses to the Southpaw veteran Tony Thompson. And that second round, devastating defeat to Erkan Tepe. But all 3 fights under suspicion, well, because of the drug cheating elements. And although they are losses, I think David Price can feel a bit hard done by. Might not see himself as an unbeaten fighter because he knows there's chinks in the armour and probably shouldn't. But wipe those away and listen, he's a real contender.
Definitely, and it's a fresh start for him. So if he can get in that mindset, put the pass behind him, move forward, and he's making a great start here to his comeback. I mean, he's sitting on the ropes there, tucking up nicely, great defence, back behind the jab. This is what I want to say. I mean, we want to see him stepping in and finishing the job off soon, but there's no rush.
Pejsar, a year younger at 31. He's got 8 knockout wins, so he obviously can dig a bit back home in the Czech Republic. But he already looks like he's been through a bit of a pasting, and another beautiful shot as the crowd rise to David Price. But will Pejsar rise? Can he beat the count? No way. Knockout, second round. He's back, the big man, David Price. Albeit at this sort of level. But the most important thing, I would imagine, is the confidence, Carl, that it will give him, and the rehabilitation can begin. And what an exciting time for heavyweight boxing.
Yes, well, if you wanted to say a perfect, if you wanted to write the script for a perfect comeback performance, then that was it there from David Price. I mean, he landed that uppercut. He had his back to us then when that shot landed, but we'll see on the replays in a minute. I'm sure it was another beautiful looking uppercut, one of my favourite shots, and he landed it crisp again, and Pejsar could not recover from that. He got to his knees and then he stumbled again. The ref rightly waved it off. David Price there should be very happy with himself. Dave Caldwell, his trainer, you know, they've been working on these shots. David Caldwell, I mean, he knows what he's doing, and he's smiling. He's walking around with his chin in the air, looking confident. And a great shot there. We've seen on the replays that uppercut going again. And we see the devastating effect. So he's in the heavyweight mix.
The 17th knockout of David Price's 7-year career. And it was a sweet feeling as that landed. Perfect.
Great shot. Wouldn't it be great if David Price could get back in the mix? I mean, we talk about, again, level of opponents, but he really did do a good job there with Pejsar. I mean, there's nothing else he could have been asked to do any better. Everything was perfect. He didn't really take anything. Came out cool, calm, composed. He landed that uppercut in the first round, finished it in the second round. So onwards and upwards for David Price. I'm looking forward to what hopefully will be a great future for him.
Very much so. Still a live danger in this enthralling heavyweight scene. Well done, big man.
Well, ladies and gentlemen, the end comes at 1 minute and 30 seconds of round number 2. Referee Steve Gray dispenses with the count. The winner by technical count out, he's back, David Roy!
Well, it's a real feel-good win for this Liverpool crowd. And David Price will be feeling mightily relieved. A lot of pressure on his shoulders, there always has been. Lovely guy outside of the ring. And everybody expects so much. How much is to come? He's with Andy.
David, welcome back. What does that mean to you to get that win tonight?
It's just a massive relief more than anything. You could obviously see the relief once the fight was over in me actions, but do you know what? I felt good in there. Usually I'd have to watch it back to give myself a little bit of a rating, but I felt good, and the feedback I was getting off Dave, I mean, what was it, round and a half at the fight, so it didn't last long, but I felt like what we've been working on come into fruition.
Talk us through your weight as well, a little bit heavier than we've seen you in previous fights.
Yeah, after my last fight last year, I made the decision to bulk up. I'm 6'9", you know, 17.5 stone. It weren't heavy enough for that frame, so it was a matter of bulking up, using the time out I had to bang a bit of weight on. The size of my frame, I can easily carry 19.5 stone in it. I just feel that little bit extra more solid, bit thicker, and hopefully it's going to work out.
It's an exciting time to be a heavyweight at the moment. It's good to have you back in that mix. Where do you see yourself fitting in that heavyweight picture?
I definitely see myself fitting in somewhere. What I do need to do is sit down with Dave and my promoters, the Sowlands, and set a plan out. You know, it was always about just getting back in the ring on this one. And now that's done, now we can start making plans for the future.
Let's have a word with your trainer, Dave Coldwell. First fight together. I read a quote from you in the build-up, Dave, that said when you've had the losses that David's had, things can only get easier. Is that how you see it?
Yeah, 100%. You know, he's the hardest obstacle was tonight, getting back in ring in his own city. You know, in a massive event like this is, getting back here and getting back to what he does best, which is knocking people out. You know, but it's not just, I didn't want it just to be about him just going there and swinging in shots. It was about being calculated, being a bit intelligent, doing things that he's been working on day in, day out. And he did. You know, I'm over the moon for him. I'm really happy for him because he deserves success.
You've made that decision to put a bit more weight around that frame. Doesn't have to be body beautiful. No offence, David.
He's not out of shape. He's, like he's saying, he's 6'9". So when you look at him at 17 stone, 17.5 stone, he looks frail around the middle. He looks skinny. He doesn't look right. He's a massive unit. And as time goes on, he'll probably get in better condition to look at. But he'll be around that sort of weight. You know, whatever is it. If he can have speed as well as his power at around 19 stone, around that mark, then I'm happy with that. It's whatever suits him as an heavyweight. As long as he's fast and sharp, I'm not bothered.
Just finally, David, you're now linking up with Tony Bellew, sharing the same gym. I'm sure you want to pass on your best wishes for him later tonight.
Oh yeah, massive good luck to me good mate Tony Bellew. Everyone in here is going to be right behind him. He's going to make it a night to remember. And I know with Dave in his corner, he's got every chance of doing it. I'm fully confident.